This film also had the creepiest Santa. And you could,
oh my god, yes!
I'll pick Andrew Garfield.
Peter 3.
Peter 3. Look, I put that on.
Ooh, that comic book filter.
This green ball?
This green tennis ball is Vecna, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I didn't see it, but I know what you're talking about.
And it's here. Hello, cinema peeps.
Hey, cinema peeps.
After weeks of teasing it, we're finally gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
The best movie of the summer. The movie that got snubbed for Song of the Summer.
Yeah.
Rude. The best soundtrack ever. No misses.
Dare I say, is this like the best movie of 2025?
It's not a dare. It is a yes.
Okay.
It's a yes.
Okay.
You can even take animation out of it. Just the best.
It's the best.
We, of course, are talking about K-pop Demon Hunters!
Woo! Pew, 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 pew,
Man,
pew.
what a treat. What a treat.
Wow. Yeah, what an unexpected, pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I can't remember, because I definitely remember seeing ads for it before it came out. I thought it came out in July. I think it was June it came out.
I think June, yeah.
And I remember being kind of like, oh, like, maybe. I think, you know, obviously, from Sony Animation, I was kind of like, oh, okay, like, obviously Spider-Man. But I was like, I like the vibe of this, but I was like, okay, but they really didn't show too much, and maybe that was for the best. They did not show too much. Because literally, I think up until I saw stuff on Instagram, I was like, oh, it's, there's music. Like, I guess I should have clued in K-pop Demon Hunters, that, like, there would have been music, but, like, it just didn't apparently register in this brain.
Right.
I was like, meow.
And I thought it was a TV series originally, because when I first saw the trailer for it, it was at your place. And initially, when we watched it, it gave me, like I had told you before, it gave me, like, Totally Spies vibe, if anybody remembers that show from, like, the early 2000s, I think it was. I loved that show. And so it was kind of giving me that vibe. So I was like, ooh, this could be cool. And I think I just, like, put it on the back burner in my brain to be like, I should watch this one day. And then it just happened to be when you came down to visit, we're like, let's watch it.
Right.
And it was the best thing ever.
Like, what, a month and a bit later, we're just like, we were discussing, like, the first day, we're like, what should we watch? And you're like, oh yeah, there's that K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm like, should we just watch it?
Yeah.
And I think it was a bad idea because everything else we watched that weekend couldn't hold a candle to it.
Nope.
I think we watched Moana 2 the next day, and I was just like, I was still thinking of K-pop Demon Hunters.
Right? And then I'm pretty sure the weekend after you left, I ended up rewatching it again. Because I was like, I kind of want to watch it again.
Banger.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch it again this weekend. So
I almost watched it
very
again
sad because I was like, oh, I really want to watch it.
I almost watched it again last night in preparation for this, but
oh, hell yeah.
The Groomsmen Second Chances beat it to it.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah,
I've gotta watch that soon because I don't know if we'll have.
I can't wait. Wait.
We got Spooky Month coming up, and
yep.
I know I forgot to check again today, but like soon, I feel it in my bones. Hallmark's Countdown to Christmas will be released. So I think they said it's starting October 18th is the first film.
That sounds correct.
In like less than 5 weeks, people.
Yeah. Right.
Insane. But sorry, getting very distracted. Today, all about K-pop Demon Hunters.
Demon Hunters. Here we go!
I don't think I need to explain the plot. I think everybody in the world has seen this movie by now. But I mean, it is a K-pop group that fights demons.
Yes. Three girls who were raised to be demon hunters. They're part of a long lineage of hunters, I believe.
Yes, they don't say how they pick them hunters, but yes.
No, yeah, but we know that the main girl, her mom was previously a demon hunter, and so that's how she kind of got born into it. And they're all gifted, I believe, with the power of having, singing voices.
So they can
at least
touch the hot moon.
Yeah, and so back in the day, they would use their voices in traditional ways to defeat the demons, but then as obviously time evolves and stuff, they've now become pop stars and still do the same thing, which I thought was a really clever kind of like way to explain that. I thought that was cool.
They showed how they adapted over the years. Because like performance and music. I think if you look back at, I want to say any culture, it was a big deal.
Oh yeah.
It's how you told stories, like the Greek theaters and stuff, you know, and they put on the old plays where they always like tickles me pink when you see that they have like the padding and they have like the mask that's like this big on them. So yeah, like showing how it's had its like traditional roots and like how they've brought it in to, you know, more modern. Like you said, very clever, very smart, very smart.
And I think that was the thing that also really like sucked me in right off the bat too, was like being a big music lover myself, as everybody is. Like music is so unique and important to everybody. We all can resonate, and it can be such a impactful thing for people to listen to music. So to have that kind of whole tie to your soul and your spirit, and listening to music kind of like lightens you up, or like brings people together and like enhances that positive energy to like solidify the world in a happy way, I thought was kind of cool.
I don't know about you, but it wasn't spoiled, like it wasn't spoiled for me like in a traditional sense, but like because obviously this movie became so popular, it was hard to avoid it on your feed. But I would
like
always try to skip
it, or after.
Before I saw it.
Oh, okay. So I didn't get any of that.
Oh, I got the one all the time where it was like the soda pop one. So then
oh, really?
I got the line where they're like, they're demons, magicians. Oh, right, demons, yeah. And I was like, that's really funny. So I was like, oh yeah. I was like, okay. I was like, okay, cool. This is cool. And then I got the clip from the signing when they're signing autographs together, and Jin is like, have you told them who you are? And I was like, oh. I was like, so I'm like, is she demon? Because based on the context of Soda Pop, you're demon. So
yeah.
I mean, I don't think it completely ruined the movie for me.
No, because they kind of established that pretty early on.
Yeah.
So
through Golden,
it's not much of a like shock,
right? But it's kind of just like, I'm like,
yeah,
trying to avoid things, and it's like it just doesn't work.
Right. I think the only thing that I ever came across, and I didn't even know that it was part of it until we watched the movie, was I had heard This Is What It Sounds Like. I think it was like a trending audio on Instagram, and people were using it as like part of their thing, and I had heard it, but I didn't know that it was part of that movie. So then when we watched the movie and we heard that song, I'm like, oh, I've heard the song before. Cool.
For me, it was Soda Pop and Golden.
Ah, okay.
And I was like, damn, Golden is a banger, but I think this is what it sounds like. Okay, we're gonna have to rank all the songs too. I think
yes.
Today
okay, let's do it.
All the songs.
Yes.
Yeah, there's only 7 songs in the movie, but like they're all really good.
They are all really good.
And
I mean, that was one thing I read. Sorry to interrupt you, but that was one thing that I read in an article when I was kind of like doing some research. Was that they were saying each song was intentionally written to kind of like move the story forward, or like have ties with the characters, unlike some like musicals that we've seen, at least in like our generation, where they're just kind of like there, or have other like they don't really have a context to keep the story moving forward, whereas like we kind of saw a little bit more character development in some of these songs. They all like resonate somehow with the storyline and the characters, which is really cool.
Yeah, and of course, thank God Instagram and people who have more time on their hands, but like comparing like some of the lyrics from like each song, like they kind of reflect each other, and I'm like,
yeah,
God, that's so good.
Yeah, and I noticed too, actually, having listened to This Is What It Sounds Like again, like you can hear bits of Golden in the background of it. I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat. I never noticed that until I like listened to it a couple times.
Right. I think it was just they always, like, cause I think like the way you said it, where like the songs are used to push the story, so there's just certain things like you hear in Free where they're like, oh, I'm finally free, and then in This Is What It Sounds Like, they mention that theme again. They mentioned being shattered, and then the glass, so like just really smart. But I was gonna say the lead vocalist for Roomies, her singing voice, I'm blanking on her name right now, but she actually co-wrote all the songs in K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yes.
Supposedly she helped write all the like early demos, and obviously I think just to let the directors and everyone kind of hear what they'd sound like, she would sing it. And the theory is they're just like, we really just like your voice. Can you just do it?
Yeah.
Like, we could ask other people, but like, you sound great. So like,
Yeah.
can you just do it?
Which
so
was
I thought that
awesome.
was very funny.
Yeah.
And I guess she was trying to do I can't remember if it was the vocals for Golden she said she was doing, but she was like on a trip in Japan in a very, very quiet town.
Mm-hmm.
And like she tried to lock herself in like a closet to try to, but like that song has some pretty high notes. So like she's trying to hit these high notes but still be like respectful and like not cause noise disturbance is so funny to me.
Right.
And again, I think it's just one of those things where you're just like, movies, animated films, like, oh my god, they must just expend like the best equipment, like they gotta do all this stuff. And sometimes they're like, shit, I just had to go in a closet and like film it, like record myself. And you're like, I'm sorry, you just went inside a broom closet and filmed that shit?
Right?
What the fuck? On one level, it's like, huh? But it's also just a nice reminder to be like, yeah, you can do it.
Exactly.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Don't let anything hold you back. You can do it.
And the fact that this movie took, at least from what I read, this movie took like 9 years to make.
Yeah.
Like that was pretty cool too.
That's I mean, I guess to be fair, like sometimes with production and stuff, like it can take a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
Now I heard a lot of I don't want to say misinformation, but a lot of like maybe like theories, I guess, that people are now saying like these are concrete.
Oh, okay.
But some people were saying that like because it took so long, that's why Sony sold the rights to Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Again, I don't know if that's necessarily true. They could have been like, hey, we need to save some money. And, because then there was other narratives of like, they didn't believe in the project. And I was like, well, that's probably not true because they obviously believed it enough that they were like, we need to have it on a platform so people can see it.
Yeah.
But, so, a little back and forth with that. But, as we know, production on movies, animated films, they could take many, many moons to finish.
Yes.
Speaking of which, there's a new one on Amazon Prime, The War of the Worlds, starring Ice Cube.
Ah.
I only bring this up because apparently it was filmed during quarantine in 2020, but the film only just got released this year.
Oh, wow, really?
And it's bad. I'll just save you the time. It's bad. I didn't watch it. I luckily watched somebody else watch it because I was like, I am not wasting my time. Absolutely not. But again, just shows that like sometimes it takes a very long time to get things off the ball rolling. Ball rolling.
The other thing I read too, and I did read in some like response or like fan feedback kind of thing that some people had mentioned that they thought the lip syncing was off in the animation. But to counter that, I read somewhere that apparently the animators actually animated the characters' mouths to speak in Korean. So they're actually like not like kind of dubbed English, but like the mouths are like I'm assuming they did that to keep it like in the Korean culture kind of thing, at least from what I read in the article that I saw. But I thought that was kind of neat too, even like
I think I only noticed it when Rumi sang Free. I think that was the only time where I was like,
yeah.
But that would actually make sense. And again, very cool feature.
Yeah, and like there's so much like Korean cultural references and just I think just the details in this movie is what really like, and again like learning about it too when we were watching some of the reels that we saw of people who went and did like the extensive research to like notice these things. Like it's crazy just the amount of details that were put into this movie.
Did I send you that reel where there were like top 5 worst fan theories of K-pop Demon Hunters?
I think you did, yeah.
Yeah, because again I think there's some that are really, really cool. And some that I think are, I don't know, at least like they have evidence and logic where I'm like, I could understand that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think some of my favorite ones was that they said Mystery was Mira's brother. Very funny. I'm like, what? And just based on the like, they have the same earrings. I'm like, squinting. I'm like, I guess.
Right.
But they also like, there's this weird narrative like he disappears. I'm like, where? What are you talking about? Like you see him in the family photos growing up, and like when she kicks her boot, you do see him. So like, again, don't want to trash fan theories. It's always important to have them, but like I'm also just kind of like, okay.
Right.
Okay, but I wanted to bring up all the songs just so I have them locked in.
All right, for ranking.
Yeah, so there's only 7. So
all
right, so the first one, how it's done, done, done.
That one definitely grew on me. I wasn't a huge fan of it when we first watched it, but it grew on me, and it's mainly the part the part that sticks in my head is the part when she's like talking about nails, something mascara, fit check for my napalm era. That goes in my head all the time.
It's a good line.
Yeah.
All right, where do you rank it out of 7?
Oh God. Can you list all the songs first before because I have to remember all of them.
Fine. Okay, and the next one is Soda Pop.
Yeah.
With the Saja Boys.
Okay.
Which again, apparently, words are amazing. The fact that Soja, I guess, what is it? It means lion, but also means like the devil.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing like some lions like in their promo stuff.
Yeah, and when the fans are holding up like those light sticks, it has like the face of a lion on it.
Yeah.
And the other thing I read too, which was the costumes that they're wearing in Idol are actually like the Korean Grim Reaper costume, I guess.
Oh, makes sense.
So again, like the details is really cool.
Details.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got Soda Pop.
Yeah, Soda Pop. Okay. Again, that one grew on me.
Yeah, ditto.
Yeah.
Then we have Golden.
Oh, Golden. Okay.
Strategy.
I don't remember that.
Oh, maybe I think that one was like I think that's the song when they're going up. Like they don't sing that song. I think it's just like a background song.
Oh, okay.
We're not gonna count background songs. Sorry, just the ones that were in.
Yeah.
We got Takedown.
Yeah. Okay.
We got Your Idol.
Okay.
We got Free.
Mm-hmm.
And This Is What It Sounds Like.
Okay. So for me, I would rank This Is What It Sounds Like as number 1.
Okay.
I think I like Free just a little bit more than Golden.
Ooh.
But I'm only saying that just because Golden's been playing so much, so it's kind of a little bit overplayed. It's still great, but it's been a little bit overplayed, so it's gonna go in the 3rd spot for me. But I think those are the top 3.
Okay.
And then I'll probably put Soda Pop next.
Okay.
Then How It's Done.
Mm-hmm.
Then Idol. And Takedown last.
Takedown last?
Yeah.
Takedown. Well, I would definitely agree. What It Sounds Like is probably my favorite too, so that's number 1.
Mm-hmm.
I think number 2, I think for me is gonna be Golden.
Okay.
3 and 4 I could easily interchange between Free and Your Idol.
Okay.
Just because, again, I think Free's been growing on me more and more lately.
I just love the vocals of it. Like, it's so well sung. It's so beautiful. And it kind of reminds me of, I hope this doesn't, like, bring it down in any way, but just, like, for nostalgia-wise, it kind of reminds me of Jordan Sparks' song No Air that she sings with Chris Brown. Just for the melody, like, and their vocals, they sound really, really good together. So I think that kind of, like, triggered me in a nostalgic way that way with that song. So
like, whoa.
Right?
I just like that Reel I Sent You where they're singing in the booth, and then this is like this guy's like stick where it's like the person will be singing the song and it's like they're in the recording booth and the director's like, man, that's so good. Then all of a sudden it's like a typhoon. Like,
yeah.
So they're like, wow!
You're like, wow! Yeah.
So I always think of that one. And yeah, Your Idol's just really good, but also like I've been listening to like all the punk rock versions that have come out of Idol. So like
okay.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
So yeah, they could easily switch between 3 and 4 for me personally.
Okay.
So I have How It's Done, Soda Pop, and Takedown. I think I agree with you. I think Takedown might be my 7th place song. It's still really good. Can't stress, they're all very good songs. And then I think I like How It's Done more than Soda Pop, so then be Soda Pop and then How It's Done.
Okay.
All right, so I guess to recap, same with me. I like What It Sounds Like, Golden, Your Idol, Free. Again, they could easily interchange. How It's Done, Soda Pop, and then Takedown. I think so. Pretty similar. I think I feel very similar.
We'll put our lists up on the screen so you can see the comparisons.
So we can't be expected to think. The thumb distracted me so much. But I mean, the great news is that this movie apparently is already greenlit for a sequel.
Yes, it's
Supposedly for another one, but again, I think there's too much news flying around that I'm just like, I don't know what is accurate at this point.
Right? And again, like with all the things we've talked about with like reboots and sequels and stuff like that, I feel like this one definitely deserves a sequel.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot that they can play on for a sequel. It's not just like we're doing it because the fans demanded it. It's like, no, there's actual like things that they can explore more, like they can go in depth with, so it's going to be like a worthwhile sequel, I think.
Right. And I feel like it was greenlit for, because again, I swear, I think before we even watched it, I thought I saw something that said it was greenlit for like 2 sequels.
Oh, really?
And at the time I was like, guys, like, really? And then of course I watched it and I was like, yeah. But again, I've seen conflicting things everywhere, but I feel like for sure it's been greenlit for at least 1 sequel. For sure.
Okay, cool.
I mean, again, I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Yep.
I think at least the good part is it probably won't take 9 years this time.
Maybe.
But I mean, I would still like, I'd say anywhere between 2 to 4 years. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yep.
We'll see.
And the nice thing too is that this was first released on Netflix, and it was so popular it got a theater release. So maybe the sequel will also get a theater release off the first hand.
We will see. Because again, I don't know if they I don't know how Sony sold. Like, did they sell all the rights over, or just for this sequel,
right.
or like maybe some of those years, while they're in development, they're gonna have to figure out, like, can we put it in theaters, or do we have to do Netflix again?
Right.
Obviously, I'm happy it was in theaters for only a week, but I think that is a strategic move so that it can be considered for the Oscars.
Yep.
Again, I think it's such a strange, silly rule the Oscars have, but I think they've definitely lessened it, I think, over the years.
Yeah.
So I think before it had to have at least like a month or so run in theaters, I think, but I think they've kind of lowered it down, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Because then it gives these movies a chance to,
well, especially
I think
for
they
the
deserve
streaming
all
services.
the awards.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I think there's still some old people that are like, this is the way. And I'm like, move over, Grandpa. K-pop demon hunters are here, and they're here to take my soul, bitch. You weirdo. But yeah, so I mean, I still hope, as much as I'm excited, I still obviously want them to do good and something that they're proud of, I mean, I think the biggest question is Rumi's lineage, like mom fell in love with a demon potentially, but like, I did see some fan theories that maybe Celine, when she tried to kill her demon dad, accidentally killed Rumi's mom instead, and that's why she has taken Rumi up, because she obviously feels very grief stricken and very guilty. But I mean, I would like more answers, but maybe we won't get all the like, I don't know, like, it's so hard. It's so hard.
And like even in Golden, like they basically kind of tease a little bit of like the backstories of Zoe and Mira too, without really like going too much into depth of it, but it's still enough to maybe do something about it in the sequel if they want to, and kind of like do all 3 girls' backstories in some ways.
Got some choices. Choices. I saw a funny reel where they're like, yeah, tell us about Golden. Yeah, it's the song about us. And then someone obviously broke down how many seconds are talking about each member, and obviously Rumi has the most. So they're like, you sure about that? Story of us, huh? You sure about that? Sure about that? It was just very funny. I was like, yeah, it's just again, kind of like you said, it kind of helped push the story forward. We learn more about her, and that her, her demon parts of her. But gosh, I wish I could remember the creator now. I saw who did a really good, in-depth comparison about Korean culture and the movie. That I thought, I'm pretty sure I sent it to you as well. Probably. But it was just like, it was so smart and so like thoughtful, and just like, this interesting idea of tradition, and always this clashing thing with, I don't want to say modern, but just like, because I think that what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? Because in the film, right, Rumi is a demon and she's trying to hide that part of herself because she thinks she can quote unquote fix it. When the hum moon is complete, Selena's kind of like, oh yeah, your marks will go away, even though there is no evidence of that whatsoever.
Mhm.
There's been no proof of that, but it's pretty much been at the core of like Ruby's goals and who she is,
Mhm.
and even being like, we hide her, because I think even the girls, Zoe and Mira, even say it. They like, what would Selena say? Like, we hide our imperfections and blah blah blah,
Mhm.
which I know is a really big thing in like Asian, not even just Korean culture, but like Asian culture. And I think like to a degree, like that's a story I think everyone understands. Like we all try to
Yeah,
hide
yeah,
parts of
you
ourselves that we consider ugly
or
or like
we put
not
others
worthy.
before ourselves. So we put our feelings aside for other people kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whereas, right, but the movie's like, hey, maybe we could not do that. Maybe we could do
Mhm.
both. We could do
Mhm.
both. Wouldn't that be nice?
Mhm.
And, becoming, more of a whole person that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Um, did I have a point to this?
You're talking about Korean culture and the details and the
Right.
creator who did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so I just think that it's even though like it may seem like, oh, this is a very like it's a very universal story. It's just I think something that everyone can relate to.
Yeah, the themes in the storyline are definitely very universal for everybody to kind
Mm-hmm.
of get on board with, which is why I like that that literally anybody of any age could sit and watch this movie, and you see the
Mm-hmm.
spoof reels on Instagram where it's like the dad's sitting home alone and the kids left it on, and he's like, "Why am I still watching this?"
Right.
And it's like, well, it's a good enough story that anybody can like enjoy it and relate to it. And I like when animation does that because
Right.
it's just like it's fun for everybody, right?
It's one of those like it's a very simple story,
Hmm.
but like it's a little deceiving in a way. Like it's a very
How so?
simple. Sorry.
How so?
Like it's very simple as like right about being yourself,
Hmm.
and yet there's all these like extra little layers in between
Hmm.
that you just don't like. Especially because again, Zoe and Mira are obviously going through their own kind of conflict, but they're also told like, hey, push that shit down.
Hmm.
But then when they get to the last song, like this is what it sounds like, and they're kind of possessed by Guima. But then as Rumi speaks her truth, they're like, oh yeah, us too, we get it.
Hmm.
And you're like, everyone's coming together and fighting the demons.
Hmm.
Like your story doesn't have to be super complicated, is what I guess I'm meaning.
Yeah.
It's nothing like super complicated, and yet it's so deep and can resonate with people,
Yeah.
and then have all these like again like extra layers of like yeah, this is something that faces a lot of people in Korean culture and again Asian culture, everybody.
Hmm.
I just think of all the like movies where it's like, it's like, oh, see if you look here at these frames, and I'm just like, no, I'm tired. I don't
Right.
want to do
When you have to
homework.
think too much
Right? I'm
to
like, if
get to
I'm
the
thinking
point.
hard, like this ain't working.
Yeah.
Just tug at a couple heartstrings and you got me.
Right.
You got me sold. It's the part of me. That's what it
Yep.
sounds like.
But
Boom. I mean, the humor was also really funny.
yeah, I like that too. They had a lot of good jokes and funny
Hmm.
moments too.
Why does the bird wear the hat?
Yeah.
I made it for the cat, but the bird keeps
Bird keeps
stealing it.
stealing it.
And he's just like, happy face.
And even yeah, even like the tiger and the magpie, like that's a very
Hmm.
significant thing in Korean culture too, which is neat. So like not only yeah, we're basically repeating ourselves, but like you feel like you feel more cultured learning and like watching this movie because not only do
Hmm.
you get the universal like storyline and the entertainment factor with the music, but you're kind of seeing and learning a little bit more about Korean culture that you might not have ever known before, right?
Hmm.
And I like that the director too, Maggie Kang, she's Korean Canadian, so that's cool,
You
right?
know what? We'll take it. We're Canadians. We're gonna take every win. We take every
And
win as a
and
win.
she said the inspiration behind the thing or behind the story had a lot to do with not only K-pop culture now, but K-pop culture when she was growing up too.
Mm,
So like there's a lot of elements tied into not just like how it is nowadays, but like things that she would follow and like be experienced to growing up being a
right.
fan.
I think sorry, I don't know as a fact. I feel like I don't think I was really exposed to like K-pop until Gundam Style, which also is a
Yeah.
funny reel of like the Han Moon was actually completed in 2012 when Gundam Style came out.
Right?
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
But I feel like that was my first introduction to K-pop.
Yeah.
And then I
I
remember like
think
liking a couple songs, but I never like followed. Like I have a friend who like she has her groups that she just loves,
yeah.
die hard, you know.
Yeah.
Um
I think it wasn't until BTS became really, really popular that I was like,
mm,
oh, what is K-pop? Like I knew of
right.
obviously Gangnam Style, but I didn't know that that was labeled as K-pop until
Mhm.
people started like really getting out there with BTS, and I was like, oh, okay, this is
Right.
K-pop. Interesting.
And it's funny like again with like the lyrics of like Soda Pop, you start really listening to it and you're like, "Oh yeah, they're definitely demons trying to like steal fans, but like in
Mm-hmm.
such a fun little glossy way." And by the time you get to Idol, it's just like their intentions are made very clear.
Yeah.
But there can be like a weird parasocial relationship between fans and then the K-pop groups. And I mean also like you can't knock them. Like K-pop groups, they are like what's the word? Like they're just clean if that makes sense. Like
Mm-hmm.
their choreography is so crisp and like they're kind of the few groups like
Oh, it's
I don't
very
think it's very
meticulous.
hmm?
It's very meticulous.
Yes. Um they're just yeah, they're on point. But I feel like and again, I don't think this happens a lot in North America just cuz I think we're all greedy, selfish people. But like if you think like when you think of like girl bands and boy bands, there's maybe no more than like 5 members. Like some
Mm-hmm.
K-pop groups can have up to 20 members,
Which is crazy.
right? But I think there's also this kind of underbelly dark side of like, sometimes they're stuck into like serious contracts. Like, I think, again, maybe because their choreography is so clean, I think they do so much extra like work behind the
Mm-hmm. Very
scenes,
strenuous.
right? And so I think there's that kind of toxic relationship there that
Mm-hmm.
they do that the film again explores very subtly in the film, a very little bit,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just such a cool film. As
Yeah.
as you can tell, we've just been gabbing about like all the extra stuff. Like it's just such a cool film.
Right? And so yeah, like if anyone's been like teetering on what should I watch it? I don't know. Give it a shot. It's great. A lot of people are like, get on with it, Disney, like TikTok, look what you gotta be up against now. Like but
I mean, it is interesting because someone did. I think I sent you that reel too, the comparison because they had Elio come out this
yeah,
summer.
yeah.
I remember seeing a trailer for it, and I was like, this doesn't. I'm like, whatever. I don't really care. I don't think it. To be fair, I don't know what the critic scores of the film was.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I know it didn't perform well in the theaters.
Mm.
So I know they're like, yeah, see, look, K-pop Demon Hunters did it better. And I'm like, okay, sure. And I mean, I don't want to deny that Disney has not done, like, they've had bops. They've
Oh
had
yeah.
bops for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, sometimes, like, it does feel like as of late, like, I think maybe they're in a weird transitional place, I think,
Yeah.
where they're trying to find what works for them again.
They're trying to play with the idea of going back to original content with also like keeping, you know, their Disney roots, I guess, in some way
Yes.
to explain it.
No,
But
I think that's perfect because I mean that's why this person God, if I remember all their contact, I'm gonna add them down below if I can remember. But that's the point I think this article is trying to bring up is that Disney is very set in a very particular animation style, which I mean, on one hand, you could be like, yes, that's Disney, that's Pixar. But
mm-hmm.
like Sony, right, they've had Spider-Man, they've done I can really think of K-pop and Spider-Man. I know they've done other things, I just can't remember. But like they don't have like a set unique style.
Mm-hmm.
They're letting people be like, hey, just run with it.
Yeah, they're more willing to take the chances on different
Mm-hmm.
creative styles and stuff. And again, the fact that like this storyline is so universal,
Mm-hmm.
it gravitates a wider audience. Whereas Elio, again, I didn't really read the storyline for it, but it seemed like it might have been more of a little kid relatable storyline than like a whole everybody
Yeah.
type thing.
All I know is he's a boy who really, really wants to be abducted by aliens. He just really wants to be abducted. He literally like does like little crops over that's like, abduct me, please. And just like
Okay.
just get in a van with that says candy. Like what?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here? Disney,
Right?
what's going on here? What's going on here?
What's going on here?
I can be happy for the excessive demon hunters, but I could also be like, yeah, Disney, I wish you would have other content. But again, I think they're also in a very strict, like, I don't know if it's Disney in particular, but Disney Pixar. I know when they are doing projects, like, I think they have a strict 6-year development cycle,
Oh, okay.
from what I understand. From, like, coming up with the film, working on it, doing the animation, voice, and then it all comes together after 6 years. It's a very strict 6-year program.
Okay, interesting.
So when you're like, why does this seem like, we're like, what? Why are these ideas and jokes like so outdated? Well, it was in production about 6 years ago, so maybe at that time it was popular. Not anymore.
Yeah, but again, like, not to debate it, like, Demon Hunters was created 9 years ago.
Right?
So
It fucking slaps. But yeah, I am excited for the sequel. Again, please not 9 years, but I can accept between 2 to 4 years, alright? That's my cutoff, alright? But again, a big round of applause for everybody on that film. Also, it was very funny when they were at the Much Music Awards, and again, the singer who does Mira's voice, she came in like a black sleeping bag, just like her character does in the movie.
I love
Chef's
it.
kiss. I think that'll do it for today's episode.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed K-pop Demon Hunters, and as Kendra said, if you're on the fence, consider giving it a try, and if you don't like it, try watching it again, because you're wrong, and you will like it.
And if you haven't been exposed to the music by now, you will soon, probably. And if that doesn't suck you in, we're sorry.
I don't know what will.
I don't like being that person who talks about something so much that it, like, kills the excitement for it for people, but, like, when you know there's a good, like, movie out there with a good storyline and it's entertaining, you just want everybody to experience that joy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all we're doing, is we want you to experience the joy that we feel watching the movie too.
I know we're a couple months, right? I know we're a couple months late, but listen. Still give it a chance. Give it a gap. And again, I really do hope that it is considered and does win for Best Animated Film and Song of the Year. That would be dope. Pinkies crossed. But yeah, if you haven't watched K-pop Demon Hunters, let us know in those comments down below. Obviously, you clearly liked it. But if you didn't, we also would like to hear about that because, I don't know, I think that'd be interesting to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Consider leaving this video a little likesy and consider subscribing to Two Pretty Cool Gals, in my opinion. But I think we're about to get cut off, so watch out the content and see you next time. Bye-bye!
Bye. Monkey.
Oh!
And slow.